Hey, my lovely Scorpios. Welcome to your weekly forecast for August 12th through the 18th. We're going to connect here and see what's going on with our Scorpio friends, sun, moon, and rising. We're continuing with our ocean mermaid theme here. We've got a full moon coming up midweek. So Scorpio, a lot of you are moon sensitive. You're sensitive to moon energy. So we're going to see what's coming up for you. For Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. And then after we look at these cards, I'm going to pull a healing message for you from a different deck. So be sure to stick around for that. And I will also announce at the end I'm having a sale on private readings, but I'll say that for the end. Here's your Monday, Tuesday, Scorpio. Your Wednesday, Thursday. And your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Let's see what's going on for Scorpio. Your first card here, Scorpio, is time out. So as we're coming into the beginning of the week, a lot of you are just feeling like you need to rest. You need a moment. And I'm getting a very similar message for you with this card as I got for Pisces. Usually when I see that like bright orange and those yellows, I do feel like it's a good time to focus on the sacral and solar plexus chakras. So for some of you, that could very well be, beginning of the week could be a good time for you to focus on your sacral chakra and your solar plexus chakra. Your sacral chakra is orange, and it has to do with your confidence. Your solar plexus chakra is yellow, and it has to do with your identity and like the way that you present yourself to the world. So some of you are taking a time out and you're getting very clear about that. But yellow and orange are also the colors of Archangel Uriel, and I'm getting a really strong Uriel vibe from this card for some reason this week, or at least I'm feeling it that way for you guys, and I felt it that way for Pisces. Archangel Uriel, for those of you who don't know, is the archangel of like creativity and overcoming obstacles with ease. I'm just adjusting lighting here. Overcoming obstacles with ease, being seen, being recognized, being acknowledged, bringing light to your work, shedding light on your work. And so I feel, Scorpio, a lot of you are coming into this desire to be recognized and be seen, not in a way where it's like an ego thing where you're like, me, look at me, but like you're finally beginning to realize what you're bringing to the table. And I feel for a lot of you, this feels very connected with life purpose and life work. You feel like, hey, this is what I'm here to do. It's time for me to quit hiding, and it's time for me to get out there and to start doing it. So that's the kind of vibe I'm getting from it. What I'm going to encourage you all to do is connect with Archangel Uriel, those of you who are comfortable in doing this. So maybe read up about Uriel and, get a little bit more information. But Archangel Uriel is wonderful for helping you overcome obstacles quickly and effortlessly, leading you to victory, bringing in inspiration, creative ideas, and bringing you the right attention at the right time, or the right audience, or the right clientele. So shedding light on your work so that it can be found by the right people. So I really feel, Scorpio, some of you are preparing to launch something. And Monday, Tuesday, it's like you're taking a step back and you're really thinking about what it is you're wanting to put out there. For some of you, this is a project that might last, a few months, maybe a year or more for some of you. That it might start out as this labor of love, but at some point, it's going to be something that's going to propel you. For whatever reason, for the majority of you, I do think that whatever this is that you're doing, you might have smaller projects that you're going to release before then. But you have like this one big thing that you're working on, but like you're ready to also come to the forefront with like some smaller stuff or some things that aren't going to take as much time or as much work. And like I said, you're just ready to be seen. And you know what's funny? Like as I'm looking at this card, I didn't get this for Pisces, but I'm getting it for you, Scorpio. She's kind of like chilling or hanging out on this boat, and the boat has this little dragon or this little serpent's head. It makes me think of like a carnival ride, like this vintage carnival ride. So I feel like whatever it is you're working on, it's going to be something that's bringing up your inspiration, your imagination, your passion. It's going to feel very fun for you. And I think that for a lot of you, you're still going to be like in your adult self. I know this sounds crazy, but it's what I'm getting. You're still going to be in your adult self, but you're going to be spending a lot of time with your inner child. Your inner child is helping you with this project. It's almost as if some of you are designing something for your inner child. Like if I could go back into a time machine as an adult, what would I do for little me? You know, what would I want little me to know, or how would I help little me? And you're thinking about all the other kids out there in the world right now who are like who you were when you were little. And I feel that some of you are bringing something to the table, or some of you might be, you know, doing something or creating something for adults, but I feel like your inner child is a big part of this process. And that could just be the imagination and the creativity that you're bringing into it. But Scorpio, it just feels like badass energy to me. Like even when you look at her, she's got this badass look on her face. Like she's ready, like it's time, like she's about to make some stuff happen. And that's the vibe I'm getting from this card. Your Wednesday, Thursday is sacrifice. Now, I like this card, and the first time I saw it, I was like, oh, wow, because it came up for Gemini. It came up for Gemini in the beginning of the week, right? And I was like, oh, great. Gemini's like, thanks, Amethyst. This reading's getting kicked off to a great start, because it's such like an emo-looking card. But the more I looked at it, the more I like it, because first of all, she doesn't look sad to me. She looks like she's just over it. Like she's just over it. Like she's just whatever. Like, are you serious right now? Like, are you kidding me? Like, I don't have time for this. This is stupid. Like, no way. So this card is where you are beginning, and Scorpio, we know Scorpios. We have a gaze about us. A lot of you have probably even have people said that to you, that you have this piercing glare, or that, you know, sometimes you can look at somebody and make them feel uncomfortable. Scorpios are really good at, like, with their eyes, like just like this x-ray thing, to be able to see through somebody. Like we're pretty good at that. And so there might be some people, Scorpio, that as good as you are, they were managing to trick you, or you maybe came across them when you were in a lower vibration, and now you're coming into a higher vibration, and you're realizing that, hey, you know what? This friendship or this relationship or whatever we got going on right now, it's not working for me anymore. I used to do a whole lot for you, but now that I look about it and now that I think about it, this is not a fair exchange. So Scorpio, especially since a lot of you are getting so focused on this big idea or this big plan in the beginning of the week, you're starting to see the things in your life that are taking too much energy away from you. You're starting to see the things in your life that are way too overwhelming, or that are just robbing you of your energy and keeping you from being happy or having time to spend on your projects or on dating or on your significant other or on having fun or resting or relaxing or whatever it is. You're beginning to see who and what is draining your battery, and you're beginning to see ways in which you've been bending over backwards for certain people that is not beneficial for you anymore. And you're beginning to put that sacrifice or that work or those resources into ways in which you feel are going to be making a difference, or that are more fair, you know, in your life. Now, I do want to say this, Scorpio, the full moon energy that we have coming up midweek, which actually this card is coming up for you on the full moon time, it's going to be bringing a lot of people, their attention into their love life. And it's going to make people think about, you know, how their love life is. Are they happy with their partner, or do they not have a partner, and are they longing for a partner, or are people feeling like they're ready for love now? And so some of you might be seeing sacrifices you've been making for a person that you're feeling like, hey, it's not fair, or you're not reciprocating. Or some of you might be in an energy where you're seeing how you're sacrificing your love life because you've been putting everyone and everything else before you, and you're like, you know what? No, I think I want to have a love life, you know? So this is going to be at the forefront for a lot of you. Those of you who watch my videos, you know I don't like to focus a whole lot of love on the weekly forecast. I like to do the love reading separate, but, you know, it's kind of coming up here in that way. And I know that this full moon is going to make a lot of people think about love, and that's why I'm bringing that up. But I just love the look on her face, because like she's just done. Like there's no way talking her out of her decision. Like you look at her face and she's like, no, this is stupid. Like I'm done. I'm over it, you know? And so I think Scorpio, and you know Scorpio, when a Scorpio is done, a Scorpio is done. It takes us a lot to get there, but when we're there, man, like there's no going back from it. We can't go back to it once like we're done with something. So I think a lot of you are just also seeing and opening your eyes in ways in which maybe you feel like you've been taken advantage of, or ways in which these sacrifices have been costing you way more than you realized, and you're like, I can't do that anymore. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is fertility. Okay, so some of you, this could be very quite literally where you're like, hey, you know, I'm ready to slow down and I'm ready to pop out some babies. Or maybe some of you, that love energy is really getting to you, and you're making a baby. You know, I don't know what might be going on there. But you know, it could be that kind of energy for some of you, where there's like there's this baby coming. But for many of you, this is going to be more so symbolic. In that, remember how you had these big ideas in the beginning of the week, and you were getting clear about, you know, how you wanted to go about it, or what was in your way, or what you were going to cut out in terms of like being able to have the energy and the resources. I feel that by Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, you've conceived this idea, this concept of what it is you're wanting to put out into the world, who you are, what you're wanting to create, and you're just absolutely and totally in awe of it. You have so much love for it. Like it is your baby. It is your precious little baby that you are going to take care of, that you're going to birth into the world, and you're going to watch it grow. And you're going to watch it flourish, and you're going to watch it thrive. Okay? So for a lot of you, this baby is going to be this project, or this idea, or this new life for yourself, right? And it's coming back full circle now. I said in the beginning of the reading, a lot of you in the beginning of the week, your inner child was going to be very much kind of with you and active as you were having these ideas and as you were taking this time out. I feel that for a lot of you, you're birthing this new life for yourself that your inner child is very excited about, because somewhere along the way, a lot of the hopes, a lot of the dreams, a lot of the visions you had, they kind of fell by the wayside. And maybe because some of you were really, because Scorpios, we get sucked into being way too loyal. We get sucked into like giving way too much sometimes, because we feel like we need to have people's back, and we need to like fight for everybody that we care about. So some of you got pulled into some sacrifices that were not fair or burdensome, or were robbing you of a lot of your years, a lot of your time, a lot of your youth, a lot of your energy. And now that you're not doing that anymore, you're finally able to focus on the things that you're going to put out there to bring you healing, to bring other people healing, to bring you abundance, to bring you joy, to bring you spiritual connection. And you're birthing this whole new life. And your inner child is like getting the second chance at life. Like, man, I thought it was over. Like I thought everything I dreamed about was gone. I thought that, you know, that was never going to happen. And now the inner child is coming out, like celebrating, like, yay, we did it. Like I knew life was going to be awesome. I knew that life was going to be great. I knew being a grown-up was going to be awesome. So a lot of you are coming into this beautiful energy. Okay, I feel like some of you are like crying, because I'm like feeling like I want to cry right now. But if you're feeling moved by it, then know that it's touching you. It's resonating. It's true for you. Okay, it's true for you, my darlings. Let's go ahead and check out the healing card for you. Let's go ahead and check out your healing card. And again, guys, Watch your moon sign and rising sign videos as well, because some weeks those are going to resonate with you more than others. Or it might just bring a little extra tidbits of information that might be helpful for you. These are general readings. You know, keep in mind these are general readings. So let's get your healing card here. Okay, here we are. Okay, so Scorpio, we have progress. So this is big progress that you're making this week. And it's so funny because even as I, set it down, I looked at it like such a childlike face here. Like your inner child's really happy this week. Your inner child's like, heck yes, it's time to come out. It's time to play. It's time to make stuff happen. So you're making progress. Things are moving forward for you, Scorpio, and it's about time, because Scorpios had a rough patch that we didn't really start coming out of until around this time last year. And even around this time last year coming out of it, even though we were coming out of it and things were improving, it was still rough. It was a rough climb out of that abyss. And so now, this week, you're really beginning to feel progress, and you're beginning to see ways in which things are changing. You're beginning to see the light at the end of the tunnel, that, wow, my hard work is really paying off. I'm going somewhere with this. So just focus on your progress. Celebrate the victories, no matter how small they are, because that's how you're going to attract more victories, and that's how you're going to create more progress. But this is a week of positive changes, Scorpio, and I'm excited for you. Again, watch your moon sign and rising sign videos. It might bring more information for you, or it might resonate more. If you want more love info, you guys know I do the love reading separately on this channel. So go ahead and click on the link in the description for the love videos for August if you haven't already watched those. The sale that I'm having for the private readings, I wasn't going to announce it on YouTube at first, because the last time I announced a sale on YouTube, I announced the sale, I posted the videos, I went to sleep, I woke up in the morning, and I was booked like 3 months out. And I was very touched by that. And I love reading for you guys, but it was a lot. It was like a lot all at once, and then a lot of people were upset that they couldn't, they had to wait so long. And then a lot of my original clients, the people that were with me way before YouTube, who are like my really diehard, really loyal fans who are on my like Facebook and Instagram, which is like, it's very small compared to YouTube. They were upset. A lot of them were upset with me because they weren't able to get in on the sale, and I felt really bad. So what I did is I announced it for my Facebook and Instagram first, and then I decided, okay, you know what, I'm gonna extend it, and I'm going to put it now on the YouTube videos. And so I'm still going to have a limited number of readings. I'll maybe extend it for maybe like a week, maybe 2 weeks, and then from there, it'll just be a limited number of readings, and that way we won't get booked like way out, like 3 months, 4 months, or whatever. So usually for and I'm doing the sale because I had 60,000 subscribers. So thank you for 60,000 subscribers. So 60-minute readings are on sale. Usually a 60-minute phone call is $100. A 60-minute video is $150. But I'm going to do 60 minutes for $60 to celebrate 60,000 subscribers. So that's a really big savings. And I know some of you are like, hey, that's nice of you, but I still can't afford it. I understand. I have 15-minute readings starting at $20. And then, of course, the free content and the free card of the day and all that I post on social media. So even if you guys can't afford a private reading, understand and know I'm going to keep the free content coming, and I'm going to do what I can to start bringing more free content out there and educational stuff. I am working on all that. So I thank you so much, guys, for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. If you want to schedule the private reading, go ahead and click on the Calendly link in the description of the video, and you'll be able to schedule the reading there. All right, my dears, thank you so very much for watching.